All right, there's some talk going around the town that the Baltimore Ravens may be releasing Earl Thomas. Let's speak on should the Lions be interested if it does happen. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video, and kind of give you a quick rundown of what's been going down with Earl Thomas in Baltimore. We remember how he left Seattle breaking his leg, putting up the middle finger to Pete Carroll and the coaching staff and that whole situation because he went out there and played without a contract guarantee that year. He ended up in Baltimore. I think he basically replaced Eric Weddle, who seemed to be a good, cultural fit for that franchise. But it doesn't seem like Earl Thomas has been a good cultural fit there. Okay, and what's happened with him at the time, he got into it with a teammate, Brandon Williams, defensive tackle, after the Cleveland Browns victory last year. All right, or I don't know if they won or lost. But then in this offseason, his wife held the sticky at his head for basically cheating on her. He was cheating on her, and him and his brother was smashing two chicks in the same bed. So she pulled the gun out on the chicks and him, and I think the gun had a bullet in the chamber, if I remember correctly, and she thought it was empty, and she could have killed him. Long story short, they tried to cut him after that situation happened, and the NFL was like, basically, he didn't do nothing wrong. If cheating was against the league violation, well, you wouldn't have no players in the league. So they was trying to cut him and void his contract then. So now what's happening was he's punched the fellow safety. Okay, he punched the guy that was a 6th round draft pick. Apparently what's leaking out is Earl Thomas missed the assignment. They got into an argument, and long story short, it carried on to the sideline, and Earl Thomas snuck him. So now they sent him home, and they probably going to void his contract. And obviously, the NFL Players Associations don't have no nuts. You know, remember DeAndre Levy, they didn't do much for him. I mean, we could just keep going on and on. The union keep advising them to sign bad CBA after bad CBA. And best believe, these unions today, UAW, Teamsters, whatever you want to talk about, you know, they ain't what they used to be. They will swap your ass out expeditiously in them unions. I've been in them rooms before. They will swap you out, and best believe the NFL is paying DeMaury Smith money to kind of, keep the players in line. The players got all the power in the NFL, and they fail to realize it. So basically, if they figure out they done with Earl Thomas, they gonna void his contract, owe him no more guarantee money. Don't be surprised if they try to recoup some of his signing bonus as well too, and rid him of him. Okay. So, obviously, people say, well, that's a big loss to the Baltimore Ravens. They just don't feel that he's good as advertised. They don't think he's a good fit for that system. And maybe he freelanced too much. And, like I said before, Troy Polamalu was another guy that freelanced a lot. And he went on field. But, that could be Baltimore's loss. I just think that team is overrated. I'm just going to keep it 100. I think the quarterback is just overrated. He had a good year running. You can't run like that forever. Okay, so I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they slip, but they're in a shitty division. I mean, Cleveland is what they expect to be competing with up there, so they probably could still win that division. But their quarterback is a one-read run quarterback, and it's just not going to cut it till he go through the maturation process and learn how to go through his progressions and beat defenses. When he learn to beat defenses with his arms, his legs just going to become that much more deadlier with less carries. But hey, let's continue on with Earl Thomas. Would I like Earl Thomas in Detroit at this point? Yeah, he still can play. It would add a Pro Bowler. It would add another top 100. It would add the only top 100 player on the team, which I believe Kenny Galladay is a top 100 player. So you adding talent. You know what I'm saying? You lost Quadre. You lost Darius Slay. I mean, Tracy Walker and Earl Thomas in the back half of the field. That's great. Earl Thomas can cover in the nickel. He can play some man-to-man on some tight ends. Tracy Walker can play some man-to-man. He can be in the middle. He can play some robber. He can play the deep half. He can play in the box. He can guard some corners on the outside one-on-one. So that'd be great versatility for the Detroit Lions to bring Earl Thomas in. Now, would it be the same old knock about Detroit teams bringing in older players at the end of their career? Yeah, but at this point, Matt Patricia, he got to do something to save his job. Now, could him and Earl Thomas get along together? That's a different question. All right, that's a question that remains. At the end of the day, if Earl Thomas is a freelancer and he do things on field, Patricia is a precision, punctual defensive coordinator. He wants you to play one way. He don't want to hear your opinion. He wants you to do your job. What he asks you to do, nothing more, nothing less. and that's a problem. Matt Patricia would have fucked up Troy Polamalu, excuse my French, if he had an opportunity to. It's a militant type of style of defense, and he don't want to hear if it work or if it don't work. You know, he wants you to believe in it until you can't believe in it no more. So from that aspect, I don't think it's a good fit. From a personnel aspect, I think it's a great fit. I don't like none of their safeties other than Tracy Walker. People talking about Deron Harmon, they ain't heard of Deron Harmon in their life before they traded for him. Wasn't nobody talking about in the offseason go get Harmon. And Will Harris sucked last year. You know what I'm saying? But he a rookie. He went in, the 4th round? He posed to suck. That'll get him some talent in the backfield, but at the end of the day, I just don't think it's a good fit personality-wise for Earl Thomas. I think Earl Thomas should go where he wanted, like the Dallas Cowboys. But it depends. Will somebody break the bank for Earl Thomas? That's the question. If not, he's going to take what he can get and rebuild his reputation up. But, you know, fortunately, you know, he's still a good player out there. He got a bad rap in Baltimore. And, you know, Seattle, you don't hear too many bad things about him. But maybe Pete Carroll just played that close to the vest. But, you know, I would love to have him in Detroit, but just not with this regime. I don't think it's a good fit. I just, you know, the Lions don't go out there and take chances unless they take chances on guys that's already broken down, unless they take chances on guys that, you know, just already older and on a discount. You know, I think it'd be opportunities for the Lions to go out there and get a Jadeveon Clowney or get an Everson Griffin. It'd be opportunities for them guys to go out there and get these guys. NBA is a little bit different than the NFL. NBA don't have a pay scale, okay? You know, for positions. You know, if you good, you good. Even if you ain't good or they think you're going to be good, you can get a max or a super max contract. In the NFL, they're not trying to give people, you know, top dollar. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of times the Lions could have went out there and got guys and paid them a little bit more, but they don't want to do it that way. The reason they brought Bob Quinn in is to do it the cheap way. That's why. The New England way is the cheap way, the frugal way. And that's the issue. When you can't draft or you can't develop players, you can't take, you know, leftover players and resalvage their career like Bill Belichick, you get the great value brand of the Patriot way, and that's the Detroit Lions. So I don't think they're looking at Earl Thomas, but you would like to have a guy in the backfield like that. But I think they're happy with what they got. And Matt Patricia is like a dude drunk at the bar, all right? Every chick look good until he sober up and find out she ain't that fine. And that's how he probably going to look at his roster at the end of this year, and I'm hoping not. But, hey, let me know what you guys think. Check out the Detroit Lions Talk playlist for more videos like this. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. All my links in the description. Want to make a donation? Cash App, PayPal, description. Best way to donate. Share the video. Motor City Sports Talk. One time for the one time. It's your boy, CJ Goodfella. We gone.